Good day, YouTubers. Ladies and gentlemen, my face lenses are falling off. Boys and girls from all around the world. Bow sprit sail number 2. Let's mount it. And it goes up here. I retied the bearing there with some slack in it, and I haven't put glue on the knot, so we'll see what happens here. We can try to get it in there, see if it'll work. So let me set the camera up and we'll try to do this in the stop motion. Yeah, see, there's quite a bit of slack on that knot where it ties onto the yard arm. So let's see if we can duplicate that. Alright, so I think we got the last one. And like we talked about last week, there was an extra block or pulley on this lower sail in the bowsprit that we didn't know where it went. But in the instructions today, we find out that they want us to tie that off to the bottom of this sail and go through over to a baling pin, and then a separate line from up here on the yard arm through the block, back up through another block down to the baling pin. So we've had to repeat that on both sides, and we got the, at least I think it's the last one. And later on, when we get near the end of the rigging, like I did on the San Juan, we will use a jig. I don't know if you can see it there, but on the base of that mizzen mast is a bunch of little loops of rope hanging from the baling pins, and we'll do that same thing here for these baling pins, and we'll make a little loop of rope so it's more authentic looking. And I think I've got a jig somewhere. This is where we're getting our new baling pins from, but I did make a jig that I saved that we used to make those little loops of rope. So that is the last running rigging line on this next sail, the sail number 2. And as you can see from our finishing sail number 1 last week, I made some comments about it's covering up my decorations in the front, and should I furl it up to get it out of the way of the decorations? And furling a sail, you know, after you've done all the running rigging on it and everything, is okay, because they do that when they're in port. And when they don't want to sail, they'll pull them up and tie them off. So maybe we just got an egg. So we furled up that bottom sail to help display our decorations on the front of the ship better. So I think I'm going to check the plans over real good, but I think we did fill up all the baling pins on the front railing there, so I think we have completed what we need to. So following directions one little box at a time, we will look forward and see what's next. And that's what we've got done so far this week. Another sail and all the running rigging to go with it. Came out pretty good. Some of those beginning rigging runs start here on this standing rigging line, and then they go to do their little job. It's a super glue on there, makes it stiff. But we did fill up all the blocks and all the baling pins on this front railing. So what is next? down here so you guys can see. Looks like a yard arm with no sail on the mizzen mast is next. So no sail is going to make it a little easier, but that is what it wants us to do next. Mizzen mast, yard arm, and this is all the running rigging for that yard arm. And then this one looks pretty big here. All these codes tell me which sail it is and how far from the end to mount these different blocks and bearings and stuff. That looks like it's a jib sail, not a regular yard arm sail on the mast. It looks like a jib sail. So we'll have to watch that too, because this is definitely off center from the middle of the yard arm, and that would stand to reason for being a jib type sail. Yep, there it is there again. Okay, something to look forward to next week. Thanks for watching.